You may decide that you want your blanket to support a neutral neck position, hence underneath your head. But in turning so that your feet can be with the wall, I want you to recline. You can turn to the side and come down. You can roll back and come down. But if you will, make it so that your blocks are low and that your feet are on these blocks. It will make it kind on your lower back, and that your strap is handy. So now I'm going to make sure that I'm not so far away from the wall that I can't get a good push. And I want to take one leg toward the ceiling, hold the ball of the foot, reach into both inner heels, keep lengthening through the neck. Very nice. And the wall gives me a chance to keep a little bit more space between each vertebra. It creates this active kind of traction, and it gives us, again, an opportunity for isometric work. When you're ready for change, lift the wall leg, let it just float a little bit off the block. Notice how you can continue to reach into both inner heels, and just notice the difference. Place that heel back on the block into the wall. And again, notice the advantage, right? The work. What cinches up, what opens to you. We're going to try two more things while we are here. And that is to invite the leg across the midline so that it aligns with the opposite shoulder. The free arm has a job. Its job is to press the thumb or the heel of the hand into the thigh, right at the fold. So my right leg is up. My right hand presses that upper thigh away as if I'm trying to send that leg, that entire setup, down toward the wall. And I'm still reaching into the inner heel of both legs. There's a lot going on here. A wonderful lower back release, continued opening of the hamstring. The pelvis is even, it is neutral. And release. As we give this strap away, let's hold on underneath the knee, bring the leg in close to you, and notice this continued reach of the inner heel into the wall. We're going to do Apanasana so that we have this core engagement with the primary action of the long leg reaching. But we want to consider holding over the shin, so under or over, up to you. This time, instead of being so close and the arms further away, resist the hands to the shin. And consider lifting your head and looking ahead and keeping the long leg the primary action. So we can continue to challenge ourselves to say, no, I can lift my head a little bit, but where we're going as we increase strength, improve strength with this pose, is to lift the shoulders and to really curl the upper body. And that's a lot. It might not be for everyone. It might not be for every day. And then slowly come on down. Let's work in the reverse now. Place the other leg on the wall, bring the knee in, hold on underneath, pull it nice and close. Decide if there's a difference, meaning that you created a little bit more length on one side, or did you push so much so that you wiggled away? Do you need to be a little bit closer to really access pushing the wall? Now hold on with the arms in a more open, straight position, and consider lifting the head, resisting the arms to the shin, and then maybe lifting the upper body a little bit more. This is work. We are not holding our breath. And then inhale and return. Take that leg tall toward the ceiling. You can use the strap, hook the foot, keep the shoulder blades in charge of this place. Invite length into the neck. What happens here when we use the strap is that we have traction not just for the neck and shoulders, but for the elbows and for the wrist. I want to take time and just make sure that if there is anyone out there who arrives in this place and feels that, well, my hands are tired, I have these arthritic tendencies, gripping becomes tedious, that you can use a loop, adjust it to the length that you need. How close are you able to be to this hand to toe pose? And if you just hold inside your loop, then there is minimal gripping, and that traction extends to not just the wrist, but to some areas of the back of the hand and to some of the knuckles as well. Okay, just keep that in mind. Bringing the leg across the midline, one hand holds on. I am holding in my loop now that I showed that option, taking the free arm to its push. My leg up toward the ceiling aligns with its opposite shoulder. The shoulder blade is still in charge. I want to reach into both inner heels and to push the thigh away. Long neck, long neck. And just breathe. And release. Both legs long at the wall, arms overhead. I want you to imagine that you are doing a handstand. And the idea is to push away the floor. You can draw the fingertips back towards you and keep reaching the heels of the hands away. What's easy to forget in a handstand and in handstand preparations is that our legs are reaching away. Quite often when folks build up to extending against gravity, to springing up into a handstand, they get to a place where balancing the bones over each other begins to be a habit. And the legs have to reach. So hence here, we're conditioning that. Nice. And release. Bring your knees to you. You can roll up and sit. You're welcome to roll to the side and press up.